I will now call upon Comrade Marcus Garcia to deliver a message of solidarity.
Good. Thank you for the opportunity you give me to be here. I want to convey a message on behalf of the Bolivarian Revolution. This day is very important for the history of the working movement and the communist movement and the left movement, you know. There are many things, many ways in which we call ourselves today. In my specific and personal experience, I studied the Russian Revolution when I was a teenager, back in 1975 when I began as an activist. It was amazing the way in which the proletariat took the power in Russia. However, I didn't understand the revolution up to my participation in the Bolivarian Revolution, you know, because when you read about something in the books, you have like a history, something that you read and you may think it's good or it's bad, whatever you can think. But as my friend of Korea said, revolution is something that is half-life. It has to do with specific experiences. There is no rule in which you can organize a revolution. You have to invent almost everything. In the case of Venezuela, it's very interesting because the way in which we get into power was through an election. First time after the experience of Chile in 1973, of course, began before the election. President Chavez, our leader, organized a military movement in 1992. He failed, but that allowed him to organize a powerful movement. We didn't have a party in Venezuela. You know, in the traditional theory said that you need to have a party organized, a revolutionary party. We didn't have that. We have a bunch of people in different movements, but we have strong leadership. It was President Chavez, you know, people from different sectors and organizations working together. But we have something very similar. The main objective of the revolution is to include the people that the capitalist system have been excluding from the different social systems. That is common between the Russian Revolution and the Bolivarian Revolution. We managed to decrease poverty. We have a country with a lot of resources, but with a lot of poverty. Right now we have, in terms of extreme poverty, that means people that cannot eat or that don't know what they're going to eat tomorrow. We have right now like 5.4%. At the beginning of the revolution, it was more than 10%, extreme poverty. We have like 800,000 students in university. Right now we have 2,600,000 students at the university level. We have a housing program going on, and we have the objective to build 1 million houses at the end of this year. Right now we have 800,000 houses, so we have to build 200,000 houses from right now up to December 31st. When you look at that experience, it's pretty similar to what the people did during the October Revolution. So the Russians, the October Revolution. It's a big effort that you had to make, and this big effort had to be made under the fight that you are carrying against the imperialist forces at international level and at national level. At the international level, we have been building a new multilateral system in Latin America. We have ALBA, which is an organization that brings together governments of the region, many of them with very radical policies, like Cuba, Venezuela, Bolivia, Nicaragua. Then we built UNASUR that organizes all the countries in South America. It's a powerful organization that deals with all the problems that we face without the intervention of the US. And the last organization we managed to build was CELAC. We developed a social program at national level and international level. We have, for instance, PetroCaribe, which is a project to cooperate with the Caribbean nations in the area of energy. You know, the U.S. used to control our region to make all the important political decisions, mainly through the Organization of American States. In that organization, in 1962, they made the decision to expel Cuba. Right now, they have to, reconsider that decision after 50 years. In the meeting of the Summit of the America in March of this year, for the first time, they agree with all the Latin American countries to allow Cuba to participate in the inter-American system. Whenever they're going to discuss anything that had to do with Latin America, that thing has been discussed in 3 different levels before, the ALBA, UNASUR, and CELAC. So when we discuss with them the problems of Latin America, we already have our own decision. That is a very positive step, because in that way we managed to isolate the imperialistic policies which still are going on in our region. I think my main message here is that we had to look at the revolution not as something from the past, but something that we are working together right now in our personal experience, in our political experience, in our country, and in our region. Recently, we have a meeting in Brussels. It was a meeting between the European Union and the CELAC. And in the framework of that meeting, we organized a meeting of activists from all the European countries and Latin American countries, discussing the experience that we have been developing in Latin America and the experiences developed in Europe. That's a positive thing. I think that we need to develop new approaches to see how we can work together at the international level. That's something that we had to do, because the international situation right now, is difficult. The imperialist forces are very active. They are very concerned about the influence they are losing all around the world. So we, revolutionary movement, need to look for new alternatives and need to build new organization to work at this level, international level. So thank you for the opportunity, and have a good and great event. Thank you.
Thank you, Comrade Garcia. You're absolutely right to emphasize that all revolutionaries support each other, and the success of revolution in one country is a tremendous support to revolutionaries in other countries. So if for no other reason than for that selfish reason, we are with the Bolivarian Revolution and we support you. Thank you very much.